In recent months, Drakensang Online has been all about getting that one overpowered set and deleting monsters and bosses with it. The only content that has any form of skill expression left has got to be the Fractured Plains monthly event. Today, I will show you my highest completed floors that resulted in me getting a number 1 ladder placement in the recent Season 3. I won't dive deep into what's going on, as I have a long video going over that, which has been a work in progress for a bit. Anyway, let's begin at floor 69. High floor runs are heavily dependent on luck with what mob clusters spawn. Behind this one successful run, I have over 50 already deleted failed attempts to get past the first few minutes. The run isn't as good as I could have done, but considering I just wanted to get to a higher floor instead of settling for time, I'm glad I got this run done within 60 attempts. Floor 70 is generally a lot easier than the one previous due to the fact you have the full 8 minutes at the boss, paired with the fact that here you only have to deal with 2/3 the health points that Medusa had. By all means, Lichera has caused me troubles in the past, but here it only took 3 runs for a successful attempt. The run you're watching right now failed because of greed, because I was also looking for a good time, but the run right after is a good showcase of how I beat this boss in every event so far. At this point, I hit a roadblock. I was tied with 2 other rangers for the number 1 spot, only being separated by the time in essence differences. This made me doubt if floor 71 is possible, especially considering the harsh layout of the floor. Additionally, because of how long the grind for the lightning set and my previous video were, I only had a little over 3 full days to play and get a good floor. I spent the majority of my last day on 71, and the features of this game were really getting to me. I did delete over 100 failed attempts, but I have decided to keep my worst fails. I regret cutting the recording before my reactions, but tell me, in what world is any of these fair? When most of my runs end within 1 to 2 minutes due to taking too much damage, I have lost a run to nerfs, at least a couple to absolute insane stupid RNG, and let's not forget losing at least a few runs because the game decided to plant an undodgeable bomb under a mini-boss on a good pace. However, there is a fail that takes the cake for the most ridiculous and unexplainable fails of all times. Literally, how? You can't even explain this with rubber banding. At least when you rubber band, you get sent back to the start, not across the screen. And even when it happens instantly. Clearly, I dealt a couple hits of damage before the game teleported me to the Shadow Realm. What are you going to blame it on? Because my ping certainly did not spike here. I was willing to use 300% essences for the monster phase and only use 600% for the boss. But when I was down to less than an hour, I gave in and committed to using the 600% essences earlier. And before the hour was up, I got this run. Despite having decent time remaining thanks to the stronger essences, I was so burnt from dying to the molten aftershock explosions that I took minimal risks at the end. I ended up having 15 more minutes after this run, so I gave floor 72 2 last tries. It is generally easier, and I did get one run that looked promising, until it didn't. No matter, floor 71 is still a win for me. When going into this, I was expecting the lightning set to perform at least a bit better. Ultimately, while I do believe I could have reached upwards of floor 75 with enough time, and I do still believe the Lightning Ranger set is unfairly overpowered, it does have a flaw in that lightning breaks are a bit hard to achieve. With Sewer Set and Poison Sweep, you only need one of two additional breaking skills to achieve a 100% break, making it easy to break every enemy. But with Lightning, you can only 100% break if you use both Blade Dance and Net on the same enemy, or at least 2 uses of Blade Dance or 25 stacks of Electrified, all of which are either slow to come by, or can end up costing you a death because of Net's slower cast time. In either case, Lightning Set is an absolute must-have for the next season, and possibly even future seasons, even if the 60% elemental damage boost doesn't land on Lightning, unless some surprise nerfs actually happen. I'm not done covering the capabilities of Lightning Set, and I hope I can show you some more of it next week. Until then, thank you for watching, and see you next time.